was set up in 1954, originally by my father, who came here on holiday and decided to stay. And when he decided to stay and was looking around for something he could do here, obviously he got a job lecturing at the university, which was the obvious thing to do. But then he realized that there might be a demand for an English language school. There were no others in Spain at the time, apart from the British Council, British Institute, and certainly there was no language school in Granada. So they opened the school here in the center, right in the center of town, and basically just waited to see what would happen. And very slowly but surely, all the, for want of a better word, the cream of Granada society would come through the doors with the idea of giving the daughters of the family training or teaching or tuition in English. It was the fashionable thing for a young lady to do. When they left school, university wasn't really an option because it was, in fact, until I suppose the late 40s, early 50s, universities were actually closed to women here. And so English was sort of the nice thing to do. So they'd come in and they'd have their English classes, and very soon it built up to 150, 200, 250 students. And it really has been going continuously ever since then. We're now seeing second and third generation of those people who came to study English here originally.
I'm trying to pass the first certificate exam, and I'm preparing this academy for 3 months.
In the academy I learn very much.
Yes, my teachers in the school is good, but in the academy is a teacher of England and she speaks English very well.
I think the key to speak English fluently is to think in English.
I think because in the future and in the present I have to understand it, because I will need in the future and in my work, and I can to meet people if I travel to other countries.
In general, I think in Spain, young people have realized that without English, really they're going nowhere. If you look at the job pages in the newspapers, you very quickly see that you need English. English is a requirement for practically anything, any profession or any job that you do these days. I said before that Granada is a tourist city. There are a lot of hotels. There's a very big expatriate community, especially down on the coast. Lawyers need English. Professionals need English to communicate and even to work here. I think also far-sighted parents have realized that there are very few opportunities of work in Granada, and that if they want their kids, or if the children want to study, progress, and move forward, they really are going to have to go away, go abroad, travel to different cities, and there again English is essential. It's become it's become much more of a requirement, and the English teaching has become really, really professional.
And I'm from Italy. I'm 28 and this moment we are in Madrid. I'm here for work. I came here on Saturday to attend a conference, and today it's fortunately finished. And I'm leaving back to Italy tomorrow. Tonight's my last night here. It's been a nice time here.
Can you tell me a bit about your English learning history?
Well, yeah. Actually, I think I've studied English the first time when I was in primary school, only about 7 or 8 years old. That was a pretty new thing in Italy in the 80s, having English as a foreign language in primary school. Then I had English every time in the further steps of my education, so in middle school and high school, of course. And in middle school I had a very, very good English teacher. He gave us a big, very, very, how do you say, complete and important grammar basis, and that was a very important person in this sense for my English education. And then I went to US for 1 year when I was 17, so 1997, and I spent 1 year near Los Angeles in Palmdale, a small city in the Antelope Valley, and there I actually practiced my English.
What aspects of learning English did you find were most difficult?
Breaking the shyness at the beginning. So, of course, when you try something new, it's always a bit scary, I guess, for everybody. And that's the same thing when speaking a language, when trying to speak a new language, trying to communicate with people that know it much better than you, which is people from England or US or any other part. And it's that's probably one of the most I would say critical issue about learning a new language. I admit I was probably a bit shy at the beginning. I'm not a shy person in general, so but I see it as a very, very, very important thing to do, to break, to go over this shyness and just try to give the best, and that things come out after that.
How would you be able to maybe give some advice or some tips to people to try and overcome that?
Well, you just need to do it. Just to start and think that people are not there to judge you. Of course, you're a foreigner. You're not supposed to speak English like a person from England or from US. Nobody's there to judge you or to make fun of you if you make a mess. I know many people who are just that they probably don't know grammar so well, but they just don't care. They just speak. Even though one of them is my mom, for example. My mom is a mess when she speaks English, but she doesn't care. She's not shy at all, and she just speaks, and she makes humongous mistakes. But people are not really. I've never seen anybody correcting her or like making fun of her for the mistakes. So just be relaxed, and even though you make mistakes, mistakes is a way to improve. Is a starting point to improve if you get corrected in that sense.
My name is Beatriz Huélamo, and I'm from Madrid, and now we are in the Retiro. It's the main park of the city. In Spain we have to start English when we are 6 years old, but I started when I was 5 because my parents decided that to learn English was good for me. So in school you have to learn English for 13 years, compulsory. And apart from that, I was learning English in more extra classes and until I was, I don't know, 13 or so. And afterwards I've been traveling and improving because, I don't know, in Spain it's a bit problematic with English.
Why is it problematic? What kind of problems do people have?
For me, the main thing is that with 13 years we should be experts in English, but we are not. And because you don't speak enough English in class, and people are really afraid of talking when they go out, or some foreigner comes and asks something. People are really afraid of speaking wrongly or not doing it well. Yeah.
Do you think that that's more to do with Spanish culture and background, or is it something that you think a lot of other students have as well?
I don't know. In Italy, for example, I was living also in Italy, and they don't speak that well neither. I don't know, excuse me, Italian people, but I think so. Yeah, it's something that happens in Spain very much, and because in class it's all grammatics mostly, and we don't talk that much. There are, I don't know, 20 people, 30 people in every class, and it's very focused on grammatics, exercises, and not that much on talking. So, also because the teachers, as you can see with me, we don't have a great pronunciation, so when you're learning English from someone that doesn't pronounce very well, you can't pronounce very well either.
So when you were learning English as well, what did you find to be the most difficult aspects of the language?
To talk.
Why is that?
Because you are used to, as I told you, to write everything, and when the moment to talk appears, you are not able to talk because you're really thinking of the structure of the sentence. I think it's very important that someone pushes you to talk, and you begin to, okay, maybe I don't do the sentence correctly, but at least I'm trying to talk, you know? And this is what Spanish people are really afraid of, in my opinion, not to build the sentence correctly. Or.
So how did you make this jump yourself?
I think you have to travel. Yeah, for me it was like that also. I don't know, you have to communicate with other people. You go abroad and everybody's going to talk to you in English. So if you want to make friends or buy milk, whatever, you have to talk. And you have to jump your embarrassment, you say? Okay. See.
So for example, when they're going for private language classes, are these private language classes the same as the state schools, or are they different?
I think more or less is the same, but they support what they do at school, and they somehow maybe they try to do it funnier than what in the school you can learn. I don't know, it's boring somehow.
What do you mean funnier?
When you study a language, you have to like it, I think. And if someone makes you look at it in a funnier way, or that you like it more, that you participate more, then it's better. If you do it like, okay, grammar, exercise 1, blah, 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 and learn this list, and I think you have to participate with the language and learn to like the language, otherwise you don't care about it and you don't want to learn it.
Te ofrezco mi corazón a cambio de mi pobreza. Malagueña, salerosa, quisiera besar tus labios, quisiera malagueña salerosa y decirte, niña hermosa.